Hello, my name is Emma Claire,
Hello, my name is Emilie
and we are in the class first.
for Jack the Ripper game.
Yeah. So we're going to start the game.
Yes.
I got a 4. Yes.
No. You need to
Okay.
start over.
Oh, it says start over. So I need to start over, sadly. Okay. Should I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
What is lobotomy and what was it used for in the movie From Hell? It's when you have your intestines removed. I'm pretty sure. It's it's a procedure where your intestines are removed, and it was removed from the victims by Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. I mean,
I died.
yeah, it's rolling. And I get a 5. Explain the royal conspiracy and who was the queen that gave name to error. Yeah, so the royal conspiracy was the one that they thought was Jack the Ripper, And yeah, now we're moving on.
And the queen was Queen Victoria.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, I got a 1. Name 4 typical types on conflict in a
Nope.
short.
No.
Okay. Jump to 14. Explain what plot preparation is and how it used in the movie From Hell. So it's when you expand a plot so it's more exciting to watch and it's more eye-catching for people to watch. I believe so. I'm not pretty sure, but I think that's what it is.
It sounds pretty good to me. So now we're moving on, and I'm rolling the dice. I got a 2. So I'm at number 7. And yeah, that was basically just what she said. Like, yeah, they expand. Yeah, I think. Yeah. So yeah, basically.
Okay. So I get a 1. What caused a low visibility in the neighborhood where the murders took place? It was because of the light poles. There wasn't a lot of them, and when they were there, they were far apart, so you could just see right under the light pole, but you could not see far because there was not a lot of light poles.
That's really
And
smart.
there was foggy.
Yeah. I get a 1 as well.
Okay, roll again.
Okay, I'll roll the dice again.
Yes.
Okay, I hit a 4 again. That's my luck, so I'm gonna
I got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Explain why the police force was unpopular in the poor areas of London. How did this influence their chances of solving the case? The police could easily remove the evidence, and they were really yeah. It was just poor. The lighting was poor, so they couldn't really figure out who it was and everything. And yeah, the police was just, they felt like they were above the poor people, as they kind of were, but yeah, what I mean. Now we'll roll the dice again.
Okay, I get a 5. Okay. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What text, movie, point, or other activity, etc. the presentation from studying Jack the Ripper do you find most interesting? Probably the documentaries we saw or the movie, because it got more visual at that point, so you got more insight about how it was in that time.
That's really, yeah. I got a 6. Okay. Describe the poverty of the East End at that time. What characterized it? What made a special impression on you? The poor lighting was one of them, because they got gas lights, I think they're called. yeah, they were. You couldn't really see that much in the dark, and at night there was all the fishermen out, and they were all drunk and everything, and there was a lot of prostitutes because, yeah, then they had an easier way to like live somewhere, like have a not a better life, but at the same time a little bit more, because the women were looked down on. So yes, I rolled the dice again.
So I get a 5. Oh. Okay, I'll roll the dice again because she just said that.
Yeah.
So I'll get number 23. Elaborate on society's view on prostitutes at the time, comment on cultural norms, in which way is the relevant of the Ripper case. So the women that was prostitutes were not very fond of. They were looked down on, and they didn't really have a matter to say in any way. They were just there for fun, and they didn't really have any relevance whatsoever to how the world was ruled, because it was all about the men and Queen Victoria.
Yes. I got a 6. So I'm at here.
31.
Don't speak Danish. Okay, what did you learn about language style when studying Jack the Ripper? Include examples. For example, the like letters he wrote, they were kind of like informal, you know, because it was like, I'm better, haha, and everything. You can't find me, and the apron and everything. Yeah. So the language style was kind of informal, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, I have a 3. Oh. So I need to roll the dice again because I landed 26. I get a 3. So 3. Sit out this round. Alright.
Then it's my turn. Yes. It's really exciting. I got a 3. What did Could the same sort of serial killings happen in London today? Why and why not? I don't believe it could, because now the police is better and the lighting is way better and everything. And yeah, they wouldn't accept this today. They wouldn't, back in the days, but the police could easier remove the evidence, but if they do it now in London, then they'll probably get seen removing it, or something like that.
Yes. Okay. I get a 2. Okay. So, what did you learn about the language style? I'll take the same question then, because it was just what I learned. I learned that it is very informal, as Emma said, and the language style has a very big importance of how you speak to priors or to the higher men in society. And if you talk down to them, then you have not sort of dignity, and when you do, you have a lot of dignity, and that came in very high in the letter.
That was pretty good. Yeah. So I got a 5. 1, 2. That. Hold
So
on.
you just start over.
We switch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be this one then. 1, 2,
And you start
3,
over.
4, 5. In which way did the Ripper murder stand out compared to other murders at the time? It was a big case because Jack the Ripper, he easily killed many people and he didn't really get found by it. And it was like, yeah. So, and the other murders, it was pretty easier for them to find them. But Jack the Ripper, he was smart because he was maybe a butcher or something like that. And yeah, so that was basically it.
Yes.
Now we're moving on.
And I get a 4. What is the main message in the Dear Boss letter? Explain how it applies to the Ripper case. The main reason is that he can't get caught, and he's making fun of them because they don't have the resources for him to get caught. And he knows that, so he plays with their temper and he plays with the mood for the people. And it applies to the Ripper case because he didn't get caught, and he knew that. So yes,
Pretty good.
5.
Okay, so I get a 5. And I'm on 8 now. What was the supposed murder weapon and how was it used? It was like a long bladed knife, and it was usually cut from from down, like in the middle of the women's. Yeah. And sometimes he took their intestines out, and like that was really, really gross, I think, because how could he get himself to take them out? Because then we kind of know he was a butcher, because I wouldn't do it myself, take it out. I would like faint and everything, but fair enough. And yeah, so it was kind of a long bladed knife. Yeah, basically a knife all the time. So that's what I believe.
Yes. I get a 6. Okay, explain the royal conspiracy and who was the queen that gave the name the area. The royal conspiracy was the prince who was had an affair, and they blamed it on him that he had someone accounting to the murders, and the Queen Victoria gave name to that area because I believe so. She didn't believe it, so that's why she gave the name the area, because it was the royal conspiracy and not anything that was real. That's why it's conspiracy.
Pretty good. Okay, so we got about 1 minute left. I got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wasn't that?
Yes.
Okay. Name the 4 typical types of conflict in a short story. Man versus Jack the Ripper, man versus women's, man versus. Oh, I don't know if it has to be man all the time, but like, and the prostitutes versus the women's, if you could say it like that. Because the prostitutes, yeah, they did something really. They kept doing the gross stuff. The women didn't want to. Some women didn't want to be prostitutes. And that's fair enough. So yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So this will be the last question, and I get a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Name the past tense. Name the past tense irregular verbs preceding catched, feel, I felt, teach, I teach,
Taught.
yes, taught, break, broke, and fall, I fell.
Yeah.
So that was
Thank
all,
you,
and
and
thank you for listening.
It's really fun playing
This
It's a
game.
really good game. I think you have to do it again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.